What is going on, guys? My name is Chaotic and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing a few things with you guys that you may not be aware about with the further adventures in Finance and Felony update. To be fair, the update itself was huge and was full of loads of awesome new content, features and much more, so I can assure you guys there are at least a few features and changes that you may not be aware about with the update, but hopefully in this video I can shine some light on those. So let's go ahead and get straight into things. Okay, so first of all, you can now drive through any of the gates down at the airport if you want to go inside. You no longer have to go over the jump, you no longer have to break down any of the fences, you can literally drive up to any of the 3 gates and drive straight through them. Although do bear in mind this is only possible in public sessions, this doesn't work in invite-only sessions or crew sessions or anything like that. It seems to only work if you're playing in a public session, otherwise the gates do not open. But finally, at long last, we can now access the airport through the main gates, something which hasn't been possible in GTA Online until now. And of course, this will save you a lot of time if you do want to access the airport to steal an aircraft or maybe go and obtain one of your own. And it also means you haven't got to risk the jump and cause any damage to your own vehicle. Now, although it's a pretty terrible boat, definitely the worst one in-game, and also travels at incredibly slow speeds, there are in fact things you can do with the Tugboat that you can't do with any other. That being parking vehicles on the Tugboat itself. The back of the boat itself is pretty big, so what you can do is park vehicles on it, whether it's your own personal ones or random ones you found off the street. And you can also land helicopters and small planes on the back of the Tugboat and continue to drive around, but what you'll find is it does become extremely glitchy as they're not supposed to be there. One of the most annoying things in GTA Online is having your personal vehicles impounded by the cops. Of course, upon doing so, you'll have to drive to the other side of the city just to retrieve it. Or of course, what you can also do is have the vehicle destroyed, then call Moore's Mutual Insurance and replace it, which can sometimes cost you up to $30,000 to replace it. But with the new update, there is a much cheaper and quicker way to retrieve your impounded vehicles, and simply what you want to do is become a CEO by buying an office, then go onto your phone and call up your assistant, the brand new contact, and there is in fact an option to now retrieve personal vehicles. It will cost you $1,000, but like I said, it will save you a lot of time and money, plus you'll have the vehicle delivered to your current location in just a matter of seconds. It will take slightly longer to have the vehicle delivered to you than if your mechanic was delivering a personal vehicle, but it will still save you a lot of time overall because your only other option is to go down there yourself and steal it back. Inside the brand new office headquarters, there is a pretty cool feature you may not be aware about, that being a mini game which can be played on the TV. Of course, to do this, just go ahead and make your way inside of your office and sit down on this couch with at least one other person, and upon doing so, you can load up a mini game named Don't Cross the Line. It's basically like Snakes. You can in fact play with up to 4 players, just have everyone sit down on the couches around the TV, and the people you play with don't have to be inside of your organization. You can play with other CEOs or just random players from the lobby, which is also pretty cool. And if it's the first time that you play this, whether it's in your own office or in somebody else's office, you will in fact receive a special t-shirt, that being the DCTL t-shirt, which can be selected in the special top section down at the clothing store. Something else which can also be found down at the clothing store are some brand new untinted glasses. As I'm sure you guys know, pretty much every pair of glasses in the game is slightly tinted, so when you go into first person, your vision is slightly discolored. But what you can now do is purchase some untinted glasses, so you can still wear that pretty cool look, but it means when you go into first person, your vision isn't discolored. Now moving on to another feature which I know everybody has wanted ever since GTA Online was first launched back in October of 2013, that being the ability to lie down in bed with another player. As I'm sure you guys know, before only one person could lie down on a bed at a time, but with this update, Rockstar have now added the feature where 2 players can lie down alongside each other. It's not particularly a useful feature, but it will be pretty cool to use in Snapmatics and the Rockstar editor. Now for those players that use the strip club in GTA Online on a regular basis and often visit, you'll be happy to hear there are some brand new strippers at the strip club. Well, they aren't technically new models, but instead, the strippers themselves are now wearing new clothing items. Now, I couldn't tell you which new items are new and not, but I know there are a number of different new clothing items, as some have been found in the game files and can now be viewed on some of the strippers at the strip club. Now, something which you may have missed yesterday when the update was released is that starting from yesterday, June 7th, lasting all the way until Monday, June 13th, is an event week offering a number of different opportunities and bonuses. First of all, you can unlock the pastel green pajamas and the pastel green smoking jacket just by logging into GTA Online this week. Plus, there's also a 25% discount on the Buzzard Attack Chopper available from the Warstock Cash and Carry, as well as 25% off both Leicester's and Merryweather Security Services. And there's also a Snapmatic contest taking place right now over the next few days, with the opportunity to win yourself 1 million GTA dollars. Basically what you want to do is take some really cool Snapmatics of some of the new content in game, use the hashtag CEO, and of course submit it on the social club, and 5 players will be chosen to win $1 million. Well, there we go guys, those are 10 things you may not be aware about with the further adventures in Finance and Felony update. If you guys know of any more things you think other players won't know, go ahead and leave a comment on this video. It would also be greatly appreciated if you guys could also take a few seconds out of your day, click the like button, as it helps me out a lot. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd recommend that you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.